Hi guys, it's your dude, Sober Chef Eric here, back for another cooking tutorial. Yeah, that's right. Well, Christmas is coming up, and so if you don't know what you want to get somebody, or if funds are a little tight, I got the perfect gift idea for you. Today I'm going to show you how to make 4 of these 16 ounce or 1 pint, whatever you want to call it, 16 ounce 1 pint, 4 of them full of hot sauce. So here we go, and you can also do it in the smaller ones. Just kind of depends on what you want. But all right, here we go after this intro. Alrighty guys and gals, Sober Chef Eric here. Now we're getting ready to get going. Now like I say, this is gonna make 2 quarts. So we're gonna start off with 2 cups of onions. Ooh, I think it might need a bigger pan. It'll be close. Alright, so we're gonna start by getting 2 medium yellow onions, sorry. 2 medium yellow onions, rough chopped, as you can see. Now, the reason I like yellow onions with this is just, well, I do. Now, like I say, we're going to be doing 2 quarts. So, just so everybody knows, do the math real quick. In 1 cup of water, we got 8 ounces. 2 cups, we got a pint. 2 pints, we got a quart. 4 quarts, we got a gallon. Yeah, so we're making 1/4 of a gallon, or 2 quarts, or 4 pints, or 64 cups. So, I think my math is right there. I don't know. Who knows? But I've got about 2 tablespoons of oil in there. We're going to go until these are not caramelized, but just a little translucent. And then we're going to be putting in our peppers. Oh yeah. Man, I've got 12 Caribe peppers. I've got 8 Jalapeno Peppers. And I've got 8 Serrano Peppers. And then, because I like the kick, and I like smokiness, we're going to do 1 can of Chipotle Peppers. Yeah, baby. Alright, those are starting to get nice and translucent. So, now what I did with the peppers is I cut them in half, and then I took out as much of the stems and the veins in the seeds as I can, because what happens is the capsaicin, which is what makes things hot, capsaicin is really concentrated in the veins and especially in the seeds. If you get a little bit of that, don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. Just like recovery, just like sobriety, progress, not perfection. It's going to be hard to get these kind of caramelized, but we're going to be putting in some liquid in there. There go my 8 jalapenos, and there go my Serranos. Like you can see, there are a few little seeds, and I got most of the veins out. Yeah. This is going to be some yummy stuff. Alright. Now we're going to put in some garlic. I've got half a cup, that's right, half a cup of minced garlic. And you can mince it yourself, or if you're like me, I just go ahead and buy the big mayonnaise sized jar at Costco. Because I love garlic. I love garlic. It's good for your heart, it's good for your blood, it's good for your skin. It's just amazing. All right. Now it's going to be hard for them to get cooked. So now we're going to stew it. Stew it real good. So I've got 1.5 quarts of water. This only holds 1 quart. But guess what? Here we go. There, we got 1.5 quarts in there. Now, I don't like my hot sauce to be too vinegary, but I like a little bit to it. And I like to use apple cider vinegar. Yeah, the raw and unfiltered. There we go. And as you can see, I buy it at Kirkland or Costco. And I'm going to be using 16 ounces or 1 pint of that. Yeah, baby, that's the good stuff. Alright, now just to layer a little more flavor, got 1/4 cup of ground cumin. And since I like a smoky, 1/4 cup liquid smoke hickory. Oh, ooh, that's gonna be good. Now, I'm gonna add that can of Chipotle peppers because it's got that kind of adobo Chipotle sauce. Oh, good stuff. And this is a 7.5 ounce can. There's a few different companies that make it. If you have a brand preference, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. So we're just gonna mix this in. Now I've got it on almost high heat. And what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna bring this to a boil and I'm gonna let it simmer for 45 minutes. Get these peppers all nice, super soft. And then I'm gonna use my immersion blender. Immersion blender. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be good. So like I said, I'm gonna bring this to a boil and then I'm gonna take it down to a simmer dana. So, alright guys, I'll see you in a few minutes once this gets to boil and then goes down to a simmer. And I will let it simmer for 45 minutes. That's right, 3/4 an hour. If you want, you can let it simmer an hour. It won't hurt anything. So I'll see you guys in a little bit of that YouTube magic. Alrighty guys and gals, I am back. And as you can see, I actually let the simmer for 2.5 hours because I really wanted that to reduce and for those flavors to come out. So one thing I did forget to mention, muy importante, you need to make sure when you're cutting them peppers and you're de-seeding them, make sure you're wearing some plastic or vinyl or rubber or nitrile gloves, whatever, because if you don't, even if you wash your hands very thoroughly and you go to the bathroom and doesn't matter if you got twigs and berries or a hey nani, it's gonna burn. And definitely don't touch your eyeballs either. I've made both those mistakes early in my cooking career. So now, see how that's bubbling and simmering? All right, we are gonna use, all right. What's going on? I know there's a trick. I don't remember it though. Yeah. Alright, this is going to take a few minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and pause it and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys and gals, as you can see, I've got it nice and blended up. Now, for those that have never done any canning or anything, as you can see, I got some splatter but you know, that'll be all right. And for those of you that have done any canning, or if you haven't, if you put something into these ball mason jars, you want to make sure you boil and sanitize them first, and then you fill it with, you know, your canned stuff or whatever. And if you're doing something hot, you want to make sure that it is over 145 degrees. And what will happen is when it cools, it'll create a natural vacuum, and it'll seal it, and it will be shelf stable for, I believe it's 6 months. I'll do some research and I'll put that down in the notes as well as the recipe. So now, using this awesome towel that a friend of mine gave me, my buddy Hefe. Now you want to make sure you use a towel. Just a second, I'm going to raise the camera up a little bit so you can see this a little better. Alrighty. So, since it is very, very hot, I've got a hold of it with a handle, and I've got my wonderful ladle, and now this should actually make a little bit more than 2 quarts, because I added ingredients and all that wonderful stuff. So just nice and slow, making sure you don't get too much in there. And as you can see, I'm using a funnel because that way I don't get it all over the place. And then I put my sanitized lid on. Check that out. Silver Chef's Eric Snake River hot sauce. So, alright guys, I'm going to jar the rest of these up, and I'll be right back with the taste test. Alright, I'll see you in a minute. Alrighty guys and gals, here I am. I'm back. Saved a little bit for the taste test. It's still temperature-wise very hot. Ooh. Yeah, it's not super hot, but it's got a great flavor. And just like any good hot sauce, in my opinion, it's not going to overpower whatever you put it on. Now, if I've taught you anything, or if you want to see more videos like this, or you want to see some vegan grooming mince products reviews, just let me know by hitting the subscribe button, hit the bell. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Just let me know why in the comments. I'm always trying to improve. And guys, remember, guys and gals, life's too short to eat bad food.